Hello students, welcome back to commercial arithmetic class. So we'll continue with problems of compound interest. So the 10th problem is, how long will rupees 555 takes to amount to rupees 643.41 at 3% per annum compound interest? So here they have given principal amount, which is 555, amount is 643.41 and rate is 3%. We have to find out n. So we'll use amount formula because the value of amount is given, so this will be easy. So amount formula is P into 1 plus R by 100 whole raised to n. So we'll substitute the values. So this is similar like the previous problem. So this will be 643.41 by 555. So this is 1.1593 equal to 1.03 whole raised to n. Now you have to find out what is the value of n. So what you can do, you can take log at this step. So it is log of 1.1593 equal to n into log of 1.03. So find log of these two values and then whatever value you will get for this value, divide with the log value of this, you will get n as approximately 5, or else express, so try 1.03 5 times, you will get it as 1.1593. so you can write 1.1593 as 1.03 whole raised to 5. Therefore n is equal to 5. It takes 5 years for rupees 555 to amount 643.41 at 3% compound interest. So the 11th problem is, in what period will rupees 300 amount to rupees 1000 at 5% per annum compound interest? So similar question, go through this. Here amount is 1000 and principal is 300 and rate is 5. Therefore we will get 3.33 equal to 1.05 whole raised to n. So here I have explained how to take log. Every problem I won't be explaining because in third sem you have studied logarithms. You guys practice it and study. So it is log of 3.33 equal to n into log of 1.05. So log of 3.33 is 0.5228 using your logarithm table, and log of 1.05 is 0.0212. Therefore it is 0.5228 divided by 0.0212, which is 24.66, which is approximately 25, or else 1.05 you have to multiply 25 times, you will get 3.33. so this won't work in calculator because it takes a lot of time. So like logarithm is easy to calculate in such cases. If the power is like up to 5 or 3, then it is fine if you work in your calculators, or else go for logarithm. The 12th problem is, a man leaves his son aged 8 years a sum of rupees 2700 to accumulate at 4% compound interest until it amounts to rupees 4500. How old will the son be when he receives the amount? So in this question the principal amount is 2700, amount is 4500, rate is 4%. But what you have to find, you have to find the age of the son when he receives the amount. Basically this question says that there is a father who leaves 2700 rupees when his son is 8 years old, and he wants that 2700 to be accumulated till it is 4500 at 4% compound interest. So when it is 4500, the son will get that amount. So you have to find out what will be the age of the son when he gets the amount. So first we'll find n, which is unknown. So amount is given, we will use the amount formula itself. So we'll substitute the given values. It is 4500 equal to 2700 into 1 plus 4 by 100 whole raised to n. So it will be 1.667 equal to 1.04 whole raised to n. So here again use logarithms, find out the value of n. So n is 13 years. So the age of sun will be, so this 13 years is 2700 will amount to 4500 after 13 years. So after 13 years a son gets his amount. So initially the age of son was 8 years and he has to wait for 13 years. So therefore he will be 21 years old when he receives the amount, which is 8 plus 13. Here the question is not to find n but to find the age of the son when he receives the amount. Therefore it is n plus his initial age, which is 8 years. So the son will be of 21 years when he receives the amount. So the 13th question is, in how many years will the sum of money double itself at 5% per annum compound interest? So in simple interest, when such question was asked, then we had some note which is n into r is 100 when the amount doubles itself, and it is 200 when it triples itself. So this was a shortcut method in simple interest. In compound interest, the shortcut is always, it will be in the left hand side 2 equal to, so this is 1 plus the rate by 100 whole raised to n. So we'll see with assuming the sum to be 100 rupees for this problem. So let the principal be 100, then obviously the amount will be 2 times of it, that is 200. So if they give triples itself, then amount will be 300. Therefore amount is equal to, write the formula, substitute the values. They have given, rate as 5%, n is to be found, p is 100 and a is 200. Whenever things are unknown, it is better to take in terms of 100 instead of 1 or 10. So calculation with 100 is always easier. So we got it as 2 equal to 1.05 whole raised to n. So using log we will get n as 15. Therefore it requires 15 years for a sum to double itself at 5% per annum. If you want, you can take p as any value over here and check with your answer. If you are taking p as 200, then a will be 400. So it is 400 by 200. So 0 zeros will get cancelled. So again you will get it as 2. So 2 equal to 1.05 whole raised to n. Again it is 15 years. You can take any value. You can take 15, 125, 500,000, 10,000. You will get the answer as 15. So for an amount to double itself at 5% per annum, it is 15 years. So if the rate changes, then the number of years also changes. So the 14th problem is, a sum of money doubles itself in 16 and 2 by 3 years at certain rate of simple interest. How long will it take to double itself at the same rate of compound interest? So this is an important question. Here they have given there is a certain sum of money and they have given it doubles itself in 16.667 years, and they have not given the rate, but it is with simple interest. And then they have asked how long will it take the same sum to double itself at the same rate of compound interest. So first we will find the rate in simple interest, then the same rate is used for compound interest also. So first let us assume the sum to be 100, that is p equal to 100, then amount is 200 rupees. So this is the formula for simple interest to calculate amount, which is p into 1 plus nr by 100. Hope you guys remember this. So substitute the values we will get R as 6% per annum. So this is 50 by 3 because n is 16 and 2 by 3, so it is 16 into 3 is 48, so 48 plus 2 is 50, so 50 by 3, so it is 50 by 3, so this 3 will go to denominator, it will be 300. If you want, you can calculate in terms of decimals also, you will get the same answer. So R is 300 by 50, which is 6% per annum. So if it is asked for 5 or for 10 marks, you can use the formula of amount and you can show the detailed steps. If asked for less marks, then we know that when the sum doubles itself, then NR equal to 100. In simple interest, we know this note. So in place of n, substitute whatever is given and simplify, you will get R as 6%. So you will get the same answer. So now we got rate as 6% in simple interest. Now we have to find the same amount, that is 100 rupees. For 100 rupees to double itself, that is to make 200 rupees, how many years is required at 6% per annum compound interest. So now we will use the formula of amount and compound interest and will substitute the values. So it is 2 equal to 1.06 whole raised to n. So therefore n is 12 years. Use your logarithms. So it requires 12 years for a sum to double itself at 6% compound interest. So in this question, what we have done, first we have found rate of interest in simple interest by using the formula of amount, or else by using NR equal to 100. We got 6%. Then they have given with the same rate, we have to find in compound interest how long it will take for the same sum to double itself. So it requires 12 years. So in simple interest, it requires 16 and 2 by 3 years. In compound interest, it requires 12 years. So you can see compound interest is more beneficial. So the 15th problem is, a sum of money double itself in 12.5 years at certain rate of percent simple interest. How long will it take to double itself at the same rate of compound interest? So this is the same problem like previous one. Go through it. So take sum to be 100. First find the rate of interest from simple interest using the formula, and then take the same rate of interest, substitute it in the amount formula and find out n using logarithms. You will get the answer as 9 years. So these are some of the important types of questions in compound interest. So again, we'll continue with the compound interest problems in the next class. Thank you.